Welcome to Facts with Emaan, a channel where psychology, human behavior, hidden truths, and ruthless facts come together to sharpen your mind. This channel is not about motivation that fades in a day. It's about real intelligence, deep awareness, dark psychology, and facts that most people are too comfortable to ignore. You'll discover ruthless life lessons that make you mentally strong, psychology facts that expose real human nature truths about power, perception, silence, and strategy knowledge that helps you think ahead, not react emotionally. Facts with Emaan is for people who want to see beyond words and appearances, control emotions instead of being controlled, understand why people act the way they do, become calm, confident, and dangerously smart. Every video is designed to upgrade your mindset, increase awareness, and help you move through life with clarity and control. If you're ready to stop being naive and start thinking strategically, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Facts with Emaan, where facts don't comfort you, they wake you up. The foundation of ruthless intelligence, the intelligence gap no one talks about in the modern world. Intelligence is everywhere. Degrees are common, information is free, and knowledge is only one click away. Yet, despite this abundance, most people remain confused, emotionally reactive, and strategically weak. They work hard but feel stuck. They trust easily but get disappointed. They speak honestly but are misunderstood or ignored. This raises an important question. Why do intelligent people still fail, while others with average intelligence succeed? The answer lies in a missing layer of thinking known as ruthless intelligence. Ruthless intelligence is not about cruelty, manipulation, or immoral behavior. It is about clarity without illusion. It is the ability to understand how the world truly operates, how people really behave, and how power, perception, and psychology shape outcomes. This chapter builds the mental foundation required to become dangerously smart, someone who cannot be easily used, fooled, or controlled. What is ruthless intelligence? Ruthless intelligence is the combination of emotional self-control, psychological awareness, strategic thinking, realistic worldview. A ruthlessly intelligent person does not react blindly. They pause, analyze, and choose. They do not confuse kindness with weakness or honesty with oversharing. They understand that intentions do not matter as much as outcomes, and emotions must never lead decisions. This form of intelligence is dangerous because it removes illusions. Once illusions are gone, people gain clarity. Clarity is power. The first hard truth. The world does not reward fairness. One of the most painful lessons in life is realizing that the world is not fair. People are not rewarded based on effort alone. They are rewarded based on perceived value, positioning, and influence. You may notice loud people getting opportunities over competent ones, confident individuals being respected more than skilled ones, strategic silence winning over emotional honesty. This is not injustice, it is reality. Ruthless intelligence begins when you stop expecting fairness and start understanding systems. When you accept this truth, you stop feeling entitled, you stop feeling betrayed by reality. You start playing smarter instead of harder. Acceptance does not weaken you, it liberates you. Why good intentions are not enough. Many people fail because they believe being good is sufficient. They assume honesty guarantees safety and kindness guarantees loyalty. While goodness has value, it offers no protection without awareness. People with ruthless intelligence understand intentions are invisible. Actions are visible. People judge outcomes, not effort. Trust must be earned. Not given freely. Being good without boundaries invites exploitation. Being kind without awareness creates dependency. True strength lies in controlled generosity, not blind openness, naivety. The most expensive weakness, naivety, is the belief that everyone thinks like you. It is assuming people share your morals, your honesty, and your limits. In reality, people act based on incentives, emotions, fears, and self-interest. Naive people overshare personal information, trust words over behavior, ignore early warning signs, rationalize red flags. Ruthless intelligence replaces naivety with observation. It teaches you to watch patterns, not promises. You don't assume bad intentions, but you don't ignore evidence either. Emotional reactivity versus strategic. Emotions are natural, but uncontrolled emotions are liabilities. Anger reveals insecurity. Fear invites dominance. The need for validation exposes weakness. A dangerously smart person feels emotions, but does not obey them. Emotional control allows you to stay calm under pressure, think clearly during conflict, avoid impulsive decisions, maintain authority without aggression. When you do not react, you force others to reveal themselves. Calm creates imbalance. Imbalance gives you leverage. The power of silence. Silence is one of the most underestimated tools of intelligence. In a world addicted to expression, silence signals confidence and control. Strategic silence protects your intentions, prevents unnecessary conflict, creates mystery and respect, allows deeper observation. People who talk too much leak information. People who stay quiet collect it. Ruthless intelligence teaches that not every thought needs a voice. Information is currency. Everything you say can be used for or against you. Smart people understand that information has value and timing matters. Oversharing leads to loss of leverage, misinterpretation, emotional exposure. Ruthlessly intelligent people reveal information intentionally, not emotionally. They speak when it serves a purpose, not when they seek validation. Pattern recognition. Seeing the invisibly. Average thinkers focus on events. Strategic thinkers focus on patterns. Patterns reveal true character. Long-term intentions, predictable behavior. If someone repeatedly disrespects boundaries, the pattern matters more than their apology. If someone supports you only when convenient, the pattern matters more than their words. Ruthless intelligence trains the mind to ask, is this a habit or an exception? What repeats itself? Patterns never lie. Detachment without coldness. Detachment is often misunderstood. It does not mean lack of care, it means lack of emotional dependency. Detached people do not beg for attention, do not chase validation, do not collapse under rejection. Detachment creates inner stability. When you are not desperate for outcomes, you think clearly. When you think clearly, you gain influence. Why most people never become strategically smart. Comfort is the enemy of intelligence. Most people prefer emotional reassurance over uncomfortable truth. They avoid questioning beliefs because questioning creates uncertainty. Ruthless intelligence requires facing uncomfortable realities, letting go of false hopes, accepting human nature as it is. This comfort is temporary. The clarity it provides is permanent. From emotional living to strategic living, emotional living asks, how do I feel right now? Strategic living asks, what will this lead to? Ruthless intelligence shifts focus from short-term emotion to long-term positioning. It teaches you to respond with foresight, not impulse. Building the foundation for awareness. Chapter 1: focuses on internal mastery, emotional control, realistic thinking, and mental discipline. Without this foundation, awareness of others becomes dangerous because you would still react emotionally once self-control is established. The next step is learning how to read people accurately. The power of awareness is the cornerstone of every successful decision. It is not just about seeing the world, it is about truly understanding it, noticing patterns, and interpreting motives. Most people live their lives reacting to events, emotions, or words. Rarely do they stop to observe deeply and think strategically. Being aware means recognizing that people often act differently than they say, that intentions are hidden, and that subtle cues reveal far more than words ever could. This chapter explores the art of human awareness, psychological insights, and strategies to read people accurately and respond intelligently. Understanding human behavior. Humans are predictable in their unpredictability. Behavior is influenced by emotions, desires, fears, and social pressures. To master human nature, you must study behavior, context, and consequences simultaneously. Key elements of human behavior. Emotions drive decisions. Decisions are rarely purely logical. People act based on fear, pride, desire, or attachment. Understanding this allows you to anticipate actions and avoid being manipulated. Patterns reveal true intentions. Repeated behavior is a window into the mind. Actions repeated over time show what someone really values or fears. Words are often deceptive. People lie, exaggerate, or hide truths. Observing actions and micro-behaviors is far more reliable than trusting speech alone. Social validation influences behavior. Most people are motivated by approval, reputation, or belonging. Recognizing this can help you predict responses and reactions. The art of observation is the skill of noticing what others overlook. It's not about judgment, it's about collecting information to make strategic decisions. Tips for effective observation. Watch micro-expressions. Subtle facial movements can reveal concealed emotions like fear, anger, or attraction. Notice posture and gestures. Tension, openness, and nervous habits communicate internal states. Listen to tone and speech patterns. Pauses, hesitations, and inflections often indicate deception or insecurity. Track consistency. Compare words with repeated actions to measure authenticity. A truly aware person observes without jumping to conclusions, giving them the power to respond intelligently rather than react emotionally. Understanding motives. Every action has a reason. While some motives are obvious, most are hidden behind layers of social norms, politeness, or manipulation. Identifying these motives is crucial for strategic awareness. Common motives include self-interest. Most actions are ultimately about personal gain or protection. Fear drives secrecy, defensiveness, or aggression. Ego and pride. People sometimes act irrationally to preserve their image. Affection or loyalty. Genuine care exists, but is often influenced by reciprocity, expectations. Awareness is the ability to detect underlying motives and respond with strategy instead of emotion. Social dynamics and power plays. Human interactions are often subtle games of influence and control. Understanding social dynamics helps you navigate relationships, work, and alliances with clarity. Key principles. Hierarchy exists everywhere. People naturally seek positions of influence. Recognizing these hierarchies lets you operate strategically. Perception is reality. How others perceive you often matters more than reality. Control impressions carefully. Influence versus manipulation. Influence is guiding outcomes intelligently. Manipulation is coercion. Awareness allows ethical, effective influence. Reciprocity and obligation. Social interactions often operate on unspoken debts. Observing who gives, receives, or expects allows you to maintain leverage. Reading hidden signals, subtle cues, reveal what people often try to hide. Body language, crossed arms, pacing, eye movement, or fidgeting indicate comfort, anxiety, or deceit. Speech patterns, over-explaining, repeating, or avoiding direct answers suggests hidden motives. Micro-expressions, brief flashes of emotion betray true feelings. Timing and consistency. Sudden changes in behavior may signal insecurity. Intention or manipulation. Being aware of these hidden signals gives you an informational advantage in any interaction. Emotional intelligence and awareness. True awareness combines observation with emotional intelligence. Understanding others requires empathy, patience, and detachment. Empathy, feeling or recognizing emotions, allows you to predict reactions. Detachment, observing without attachment, prevents bias or emotional clouding. Active listening. Fully listening provides insights into intent, emotion, and priorities. A person aware emotionally and socially can respond strategically. Instead of reacting, patterns of human nature patterns are the key to predicting behavior. Behavioral repetition. Observe what someone does consistently, not what they promise. Decision-making tendencies. Note how someone handles stress, reward, or conflict. Interaction style. Observe who they trust, oppose, or align with consistently. Recognizing patterns allows you to anticipate moves and plan effectively. The role of psychological triggers. Understanding triggers helps you see why people behave certain ways. Fear-based triggers. Pressure or insecurity can make people defensive or aggressive. Reward-based triggers. Praise, validation, or material gain motivates cooperation. Social triggers. Belonging, acceptance, and reputation drive decisions more than logic. Awareness of triggers is essential to predict reactions and avoid pitfalls. Developing situational awareness. Situational awareness is about context, environment, and behavior. Observe context. Who is present? What is the setting? Notice timing. When is something said or done? Timing reveals importance and priority. Evaluate environment. Group dynamics, culture, and hierarchy affect behavior. Integrate signals. Combine verbal, non-verbal, and contextual clues for accurate assessment. Situational awareness allows you to navigate complex interactions without being manipulated. Practical awareness strategist to master awareness. Practice the following daily. Observe quietly. Spend time watching interactions without participating. Keep mental notes. Track patterns, inconsistencies, and repeated behaviors. Ask questions strategically. Use questions to clarify motives, not to challenge. Pause before reacting. Awareness is useless without thoughtful response. Reflect on past interactions. Learn from outcomes to refine predictions. These habits strengthen perception, strategic thinking, and influence. Applying awareness for influence and protection. Awareness is not just observation. It is applied intelligence. Protect yourself. Detect threats, lies, or exploitation early. Influence outcomes. Use understanding to guide conversations, decisions, and relationships. Make better decisions. Anticipate consequences by reading behavior accurately. Build respect. People respond positively to calm, perceptive, and strategic individuals. Ruthless awareness turns knowledge into actionable power. Conclusion: awareness as a superpower. Mastering awareness and human nature gives you a strategic edge in life. By observing behavior, understanding motives, detecting patterns, and interpreting signals, you move beyond reactive living into calculated, intelligent action. Awareness allows you to protect yourself, influence others, and make decisions with clarity. In the next chapter, we will dive into tactical mindset and unseen power dynamics, showing how to combine awareness with strategy to become truly unstoppable. Awareness alone is powerful, but when paired with tactical thinking, it becomes a superpower. Turning awareness into strategy. In the previous chapter, we explored human awareness, understanding behavior, detecting motives, and recognizing patterns. Awareness gives you knowledge, but knowledge alone is not enough. To truly become strategically powerful, you need a tactical mindset. A tactical mindset is the ability to plan, anticipate, and act based on observed behavior. It is about seeing beyond the obvious, understanding power dynamics, and making decisions that influence outcomes without unnecessary confrontation. This chapter reveals the hidden rules of strategy that govern success, influence, and respect. Understanding power dynamics. Every social interaction, professional environment, or personal relationship has hidden power structures. Power is not always formal or visible. It often manifests subtly through influence, control, and perception. Key principles of power dynamics. Influence over authority. True power comes from influence, not titles. People respond to those who can guide decisions, perceptions, and behavior. Control through perception. How others perceive you often determines your effectiveness. A calm, confident, and observant presence creates authority. Leverage over force. Tactical thinkers use leverage, timing, and information rather than brute force or aggression. Observation first, action second. Acting too soon without insight diminishes power. Strategic patience ensures maximum impact. Recognizing power dynamics allows you to navigate social, professional, and personal situations with advantage. Developing a tactical mindset. Tactical mindset combines awareness, patience, and strategic thinking. It is a mental framework that enables calculated actions instead of impulsive reactions. Components of a tactical mindset. Clarity of goals. Every action should align with desired outcomes. Knowing what you want prevents wasted effort and reactive behavior. Scenario planning. Consider possible reactions and outcomes before acting. This reduces mistakes and increases leverage. Emotional detachment. Remove personal bias or ego from decisions. This ensures objective assessment and maximizes advantage. Patience and timing. Acting too soon can expose intentions. Waiting ensures maximum impact. Flexibility. Adapt to changing circumstances while keeping long-term objectives in mind. A tactical mindset transforms awareness into practical, actionable power. Detecting subtle influence, or all influence, is overt. Much of human interaction involves hidden tactics and subtle manipulations. Understanding these tactics helps you protect yourself and respond strategically. Common, subtle influences: social pressure, group norms, approval, and fear of exclusion often guide behavior more than logic. Reciprocity: people feel obliged to return favors or kindness, which can be leveraged strategically. Emotional triggers: anger, fear, pride, or desire can drive predictable reactions. Information control: sharing selective information influences perception and decisions. Recognizing these tactics allows you to neutralize threats, avoid manipulation, and strategically guide interactions. The role of timing in strategy: timing is often more important than the action itself. Acting too early can reveal your intentions. Acting too late can waste opportunity. Immediate versus delayed action: some situations require instant response, others demand patience. Evaluate risk, reward, and perception before choosing timing. Psychological impact: strategic delay can create tension, uncertainty, or compliance. Observation before execution: observe reactions before making decisive moves. This ensures maximum leverage. Tactical thinkers understand that when you act can be as powerful as what you do. Information as power: information is one of the most valuable resources in strategy. A tactical thinker treats information as currency. Collect before sharing. Always gather knowledge before revealing your plans or intentions. Use knowledge discreetly. Timing and selective disclosure amplify influence. Analyze patterns. Use past behavior to predict future actions. Protect sensitive data. Avoid oversharing. Vulnerability comes from information leaks. Mastery of information allows you to anticipate moves, influence decisions, and maintain control. Silence and strategic speeches learned in earlier chapters. Silence is powerful. In a tactical mindset, silence becomes a weapon. Observe reactions. Stay quiet to let others reveal intentions. Control the narrative. Speak only to guide perception or outcomes. Avoid emotional traps. Silence prevents provocation and maintains authority. Create mystery. People respect those who don't overshare or react impulsively. Strategic speech and silence work together to maximize influence while minimizing risk. Reading hidden agendas: people rarely act with complete transparency. A tactical mind identifies hidden agendas before they become threats. Techniques to detect hidden motives: compare words and actions. Discrepancies reveal true priorities. Analyze consistency. Repeated behavior indicates genuine intent. Observe timing. Sudden changes in tone or behavior often signal opportunism. Track relationships. Who they align with or avoid can reveal alliances or conflicts. Understanding hidden agendas allows preemptive action, giving you an edge in negotiation, leadership, or conflict resolution. Strategic patience: rushed decisions often backfire. Strategic patience is deliberate. Delay combined with observation and analysis. Benefits of strategic patience: increases leverage. Waiting allows situations to evolve favorably. Reduces exposure. Premature moves reveal plans unnecessarily. Enhances understanding. Time allows patterns, motives, and outcomes to become clear. Psychological advantage: calm. MASURED. Behavior increases. Respect and influence. Patience is a hallmark of those with true tactical intelligence. Combining Awareness and tactics. Awareness and tactical mindset work hand in hand. Awareness tells you what is happening, who is involved, and the underlying motives. Tactics guides how to respond, influence, and position yourself strategically. When combined, they allow you to avoid manipulation and hidden traps, influence decisions without confrontation, maintain control in complex social dynamics, build respect and authority without aggression. This integration is the core of ruthless intelligence applied externally. Practical tactical strategies to apply a tactical mindset daily. Observe first, act second, gather information before making decisions. Plan several moves ahead. Anticipate reactions and outcomes. Use silence wisely. Speak selectively to guide perception. Protect your interests. Avoid oversharing intentions or weaknesses. Leverage patterns. Use repeated behaviors to predict actions. Adapt and adjust. Be flexible without losing sight of long-term goals. Maintain emotional detachment. Keep ego and fear from clouding judgment. These practices transform awareness into tangible influence and control. The next level of strategic mastery. In the previous chapter, we explored tactical mindset and unseen power dynamics. Awareness and strategy give you an edge, but to truly thrive in life, you must master social intelligence. Social intelligence is the ability to understand, influence, and build relationships with people effectively. It is not about manipulation or control. Instead, it is about navigating complex social networks, forming alliances, earning respect, and creating influence that lasts. This chapter will teach you the principles, strategies, and habits of socially intelligent individuals who succeed where most fail. Understanding social intelligence combines awareness of human behavior with strategic interaction skills. It allows you to read situations, communicate effectively, and influence others while maintaining respect. Key components of social intelligence: perception of others, ability to read emotions, motives, and intentions; relationship management, building trust, rapport, and collaboration; influence without aggression, guiding others' decisions subtly and ethically; conflict navigation, resolving disagreements without losing authority. By developing these skills, you can turn interactions into opportunities for growth, respect, and influence. The role of empathy. Empathy is central to social intelligence. It is the ability to understand and feel what others experience without losing objectivity. Empathy enables you to predict reactions before they occur, build stronger personal and professional relationships, resolve conflicts with tact, gain trust and loyalty. However, empathy must be balanced with strategic thinking. Over-empathizing can lead to emotional vulnerability, while under-empathizing can make you seem cold or manipulative. Influence through communication. Effective communication is the most powerful tool of social intelligence. How you speak, listen, and present ideas shapes perception and outcomes. Principles of influential communication: active listening, fully engage and understand before responding. Strategic questioning: ask questions that reveal motives, preferences, or weaknesses. Controlled expression: speak with clarity, calmness, and intention. Nonverbal cues, body language, tone, and posture influence perception as much as words. Influence is most effective when it feels natural and ethical, guiding others without coercion. Building alliances amplify power. No one succeeds alone. Strategic alliances are formed when interests align and trust exists. Steps to build effective alliances: identify mutual goals, look for shared interests or complementary strengths, offer value first, provide support, insights, or resources before expecting anything, maintain reciprocity, ensure balance between giving and receiving, observe loyalty and consistency, choose allies who are dependable over opportunistic, nurture the relationship, keep communication open and maintain trust over time. Strong alliances not only enhance your influence, but also protect you from unseen threats. Earning respect. Respect is the foundation of lasting influence. Without respect, influence is superficial and temporary. Ways to earn respect: consistency, act in alignment with your values and promises. Competence, demonstrates skill, knowledge, and reliability. Integrity, be honest, fair, and ethical in interactions. Composure, maintain calm, even under stress or provocation. Boundaries, protect your time, energy, and principles firmly but politely. Respect is not demanded. It is earned through behavior and perception over time. Reading social hierarchies. Understanding the unspoken hierarchies in groups is crucial. Every team, organization, or social circle has power structures that influence decision-making and interactions. Tips to navigate hierarchies: observe influence, identify who truly guides decisions, not just who holds titles. Understand motivations, learn why people act the way they do within the hierarchy. Position yourself wisely, align with influential figures without appearing sycophantic. Maintain independence. Influence others while preserving autonomy. Navigating hierarchies effectively strengthens alliances and respect. The psychology of persuasion is a core component of social intelligence. Influencing others ethically relies on understanding psychological principles. Reciprocity. People are more likely to comply if you offer value first. Social proof. Individuals follow behaviors they see others endorsing. Scarcity. Limited availability increases perceived value and urgency. Authority, expertise, and credibility enhance influence. Consistency. People prefer actions aligned with past decisions or beliefs. Mastering these principles allows you to guide decisions without coercion or confrontation. Conflict resolution with strategic. Conflicts are inevitable, but the socially intelligent respond strategically. Listen before reacting. Understand perspectives fully before responding. Neutral tone. Avoid emotional escalation. Focus on interests, not personalities. Address problems logically. Offer solutions, not criticism. Guide toward resolution constructively. Know when to walk away. Protect your energy and reputation if resolution is impossible. Conflict handled wisely can strengthen respect and alliances, rather than weaken them. Leveraging emotional intelligence. Social intelligence and emotional intelligence work hand in hand. Self-awareness. Recognize your own triggers, biases, and emotions. Self-regulation. Respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively. Empathy. Understand others' perspectives and needs. Social skills. Navigate interactions smoothly, even under stress. Mastery of both emotional and social intelligence turns ordinary interactions into strategic advantages. Practical habits to build social intelligence daily. Practices enhance social intelligence and influence. Observe interactions. Watch how people behave, communicate, and influence each other. Reflect on outcomes. Analyze successful and failed interactions to learn patterns. Practice active listening. Engage genuinely to understand motives and desires. Network strategically. Build genuine connections with purpose. Balance empathy and objectivity. Be understanding without compromising strategy. Maintain composure. Stay calm under pressure to earn respect. Apply persuasion tactically. Influence ethically by aligning actions with psychology. Habits turn social intelligence from theory into practical. Consistent results. Conclusion: mastering influence and respects social intelligence is the bridge between awareness, tactics, and tangible power. By understanding people, building alliances, earning respect, and influencing ethically, you navigate life with confidence and authority. Awareness and tactical thinking set the foundation. Social intelligence amplifies influence and solidifies long-term success. Turning knowledge into daily action. In the previous chapters, we explored the foundation of ruthless intelligence, human awareness, tactical mindset, and social intelligence. Knowledge alone, however, does not create power. True strategic thinkers live their intelligence through daily habits and consistent practice. This chapter focuses on practical routines, mindset exercises, and behavioral strategies that ensure your mental clarity. Awareness, influence, and authority grow consistently. By following these habits, you become not only intelligent and aware, but also strategically unstoppable. Morning routines for mental clarity. The way you start your day shapes your thoughts, energy, and decisions. Morning routines for strategic thinkers focus on mental sharpness, emotional regulation, and preparation. Key habits: mindful meditation 1020 minutes. Focus on breathing, awareness of thoughts, and emotional detachment. This develops calmness and improves self-control. Visualization of goals. Mentally rehearse the day, anticipate challenges, and visualize success in personal and professional interactions. Reflective journaling. Write key observations, emotional responses, and strategic insights from past experiences. Prioritized planning. List top 3 critical tasks and interactions for the day. Focus energy on high-impact activities. Morning rituals of preparation for strategic action. Turning awareness into control before the world imposes chaos. Observational exercises. Continuous observation strengthens awareness and decision-making skills. Daily practice includes people watching. Observe interactions in public spaces or online without judgment. Notice patterns, gestures, and subtle cues. Active listening during conversations. Focus entirely on words, tone, and context rather than planning your response. Behavior tracking. Make mental notes of repeated actions, reactions, and motives. Recognize consistency versus anomalies. Situational analysis. Evaluate environments and hierarchies around you. Who holds influence? Who reacts predictably? Observation habits refine intuition and predictive ability. Essential for tactical and social intelligence. Strategic thinking practices. Tactical mind. Requires daily mental exercises to remain sharp. Scenario planning. Visualize multiple outcomes for decisions or interactions. Prepare responses for best case, worst case, and most likely scenarios. Risk assessment. Analyze potential threats and rewards in decisions. Learn to calculate leverage before acting. Information management. Record and review relevant information. insights, and patterns from personal and professional contexts. Pause before action. Practice delaying reactions to impulses. Evaluate consequences objectively. Strategic thinking habits allow you to respond intentionally rather than emotionally. In every situation, emotional control and regulation emotions are natural but uncontrolled emotions. Destroy strategic advantage. Strategic thinkers cultivate emotional mastery through daily reflection. Assess triggers from interactions and your responses. Identify emotional biases. Detachment practice. Observe situations and people without attaching ego or judgment. Controlled expression. Speak and act in alignment with strategic goals, not emotional impulses. Stress management. Use breathing, exercise, or meditation to maintain composure under pressure. Emotional regulation ensures decisions and actions remain rational, calm, and effective. Communication and influence routines. Influence is built daily, not in one interaction. Habits to strengthen communication include active engagement. Practice listening and responding thoughtfully in all conversations. Clarity in expression. Speak concisely, calmly, and intentionally. Avoid oversharing or emotional outbursts. Persuasion practice. Identify small opportunities to guide opinions ethically. Use psychological triggers subtly and responsibly. Observation of reactions. Analyze how people respond to words, tone, and behavior to refine strategies. Consistent communication practice enhances credibility, influence, and respect. Networking and alliance building. Strategic thinkers prioritize quality over quantity in relationships. Daily habits include genuine outreach. Check in with key contacts and allies to maintain trust and reciprocity. Provide value. Offer assistance, insight, or support without immediate expectation. Observe relationships. Monitor loyalty, consistency, and potential threats within your network. Reflect on interactions. Learn patterns. Understand motives and refine approach. Strong, well-maintained alliances protect you, amplify influence, and create opportunities. Reflection and learning. Continuous improvement requires structured reflection, end-of-day review. Analyze interactions, decisions, and outcomes. Identify lessons learned. Pattern recognition. Note recurring behavior in yourself and others. Adjust strategies. Modify tactics and approaches based on insights. Knowledge expansion. Read, watch, or learn daily to increase understanding of psychology, strategy, and social dynamics. Reflection habits turn experience into actionable intelligence. Lifestyle habits of strategic thinkers beyond mental routines. Strategic living involves consistent lifestyle practices. Physical fitness, maintain energy, focus, and presence through exercise and nutrition. Sleep discipline, adequate rest enhances cognitive function, decision-making, and emotional control. Minimal distractions, avoid excessive social media, gossip, or low-value activities that erode focus. Time management, allocate energy to high-impact tasks, interactions, and learning. A disciplined lifestyle supports clarity, control, and strategic efficiency. Daily application in real life. Strategic habits are effective only when applied consistently. Morning awareness, begin the day with mindfulness, clarity, and planning. Observing interactions, practice active listening and pattern recognition throughout the day. Tactical decision-making, use timing, leverage, and information to make calculated choices. Social influence. Apply persuasion, empathy, and alliances ethically in daily relationships. Evening reflection. Review outcomes, adjust strategies, and reinforce lessons by following this loop. Awareness and strategy become ingrained, automatic, and powerful. The mindset of a strategic thinker. Strategic thinkers share common mental traits, patience and discipline. They delay gratification and avoid impulsive actions. Observation before reaction. They gather information and assess patterns first. Long-term focus. Decisions prioritize future leverage and outcomes over short-term emotions. Adaptability. They adjust strategies based on new insights and changing environments. Integrity and respect. They combine influence with ethical conduct for sustainable authority. Cultivating this mindset ensures that all habits support mastery, influence, and personal growth. Asterisk knowledge. Awareness, tactics, and social intelligence create a strong foundation. Daily habits transform these abilities into power. The strategic thinker does not rely on chance, emotion, or luck every decision. Interaction and behavior is informed, intentional, and consistent. By adopting these practices, you create a life where influence, respect, and success are natural outcomes, and you position yourself as a calm, aware, and strategically unstoppable individual. This concludes the series on ruthless intelligence, awareness, tactics, and social mastery, providing a full blueprint for mastering the mind, people, and life itself.